for tuning in to another episode of StreamGeeks Live, the show where we talk about one thing and one thing only: live streaming. A high-definition broadcast brought to you by your hosts, the StreamGeeks, Paul Richards and Tess Protesto. Available via video on Facebook and YouTube Live, plus via audio on our podcast cast channels on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher Radio. StreamGeeks, the tech geek source for the latest in live streaming and video production. Let's get started.
Welcome to StreamGeeks.
I'm Tess Protesto.
And I'm Paul Richards.
Today's an interesting day. Paul kind of came in this Monday after the weekend with this epiphany.
Well, I realized after looking at some of the data, reading a very interesting Huffington Post article entitled, "Yes, It's Time to Start Taking Vertical Video Seriously," I read through it and went, can we just turn a PTZ Optics camera 90 degrees and turn a 16:9 camera into a 9:16 camera? Did some initial testing here. Check this out. Whoop! There's Tess in beautiful 9:16.
Here I am.
So this is a lengthwise video. I have a little...
So what you're saying is that that's a separate camera that you're seeing inside the iPhone.
Yes, completely separate camera.
That's a separate camera, and it is a PTZ Optics camera turned sideways, creating a vertical video. Yes,
and I have a couple quick little videos I want to show.
We're going to talk about why this is important, of course, but we're just kind of showing you what we're talking about right now and the testing that we've done thus far with it literally today. Paul had a busy weekend. I have a feeling doing a lot of research about this, and he was ready to rock this morning.
Yes, it's true. Let me show you guys a quick little video. Of course, shot in vertical here. That's OBS in vertical. So that's is Open Broadcaster software, which is actually going to be our tech tool of the week. And OBS is a great software for doing live and recorded, obviously, vertical video. Now let me show you guys this clip, which is actually, I'm just rotating a PTZ Optics camera. This is the camera that we normally use for the, Tess's close-up, basically. And you can see here that we literally just rotate it sideways. There's a little arm mount there that allows us to do that. And that gets us our vertical 9:16 video. And then here's one more. This is a fun one. Again, just taking the Z-Cam. That's the video that you were just seeing Tess in. And boom. What do you think, Tess?
I think that it's awesome. I think that this is going to be important for mobile viewers, which, as we know, has become a really prominent audience. You have some statistics that we're going to talk about today that dives deeper into that. But I'm liking this. I think that this is going to be great for some of our recorded content, especially little advertisements on Facebook, really.
So we've got some new stuff. We've got a fun agenda today. Of course, we're going to go over all of our segments. But let's start off with Facebook's recommended streaming, which is now upgraded to 1080p.
Woohoo! Go Facebook.
So now YouTube and Facebook are both seeing this stream in 1920 by 1080.
Yeah.
So that's 4 megabits per second. Facebook does say that you could go above 4 megabits per second, but going above this maximum could make the live streams highly unstable. Mm-hmm. So I would imagine you might not want to do that.
Yeah. Are we ready for 1080p on Facebook?
Whew. Well, right now I'm seeing a pretty good stream. I'd love to know what you guys think over there on Facebook. Obviously, YouTube always handles our 1080p. We do 3 megabits per second. And what we used to do, as you guys know, honestly, look, this is our 10th episode, by the way.
11th.
Is it?
Oh, wait.
No, this 10th. Is the 10th episode. That's why this episode we have a frame grabber giveaway, HDMI to USB giveaway.
That means some of my text is
We're going to do a giveaway every 10 episodes or whatever. We'll do some giveaways. We have some more stuff to give away.
I'm getting good feedback on Facebook so far with
good.
the 1080p stream today.
So, and here's something to think about. So, from what I understand, we're using vMix as our live streaming platform, as you can see here, I have got it here. And there's a couple things that you look at. You're probably not going to be able to see all the details here, but there's a render time. And when you're asking your video production software to do all of this streaming in 1080p, okay, to ask it to also take all of that video and then retranscode it into 720 and restream it, that actually takes more CPU usage than doing two 1080s because it's already transcoding everything into 1080. So we've noticed that the CPU usage has gone down. The only thing that goes up is our upload speeds, obviously. So now instead of doing 3 megabits to YouTube and 1.5 megabits to Facebook, we're doing 6, 3 to each.
Okay.
So
you
splitting
guys
it
are
up a
kind
little.
of our guinea pigs with this, but so far so good.
Oh, that's good to hear. I was a little worried. I did an
lounge-
upload test and we were at like 20 megabits, so we should be fine.
The Lounge Network says, can they still download the 720p stream?
You should be able to download 1080 now. I don't know about downloading on Facebook, but downloading on YouTube, you should be able to get the full quality through like keepvid.com and other downloads, for example. So that's good stuff. I'm going to put the chat back up.
We've got a lot of great content for you guys today, so we're going to be looking down at this agenda a lot to make sure that we're not missing out on anything for you guys.
So right now, Facebook has a 4-hour maximum length for live streams. YouTube, you can do 24/7. So the 24/7 streaming that we've talked about long ago, we need to bring that back sometime, maybe for a show on StreamGeeks, is still cool with YouTube, and it is really fun. But only 4 hours on Facebook. And then after 240 minutes, a new stream key must be generated. So just keep that in mind with RTMP URLs.
Right.
Now let's talk about this 9x16, 1x1.
That keeps confusing us.
That's only for uploaded videos to YouTube and Facebook. There is no streaming in vertical video at this point, but I would have to think that it will come.
Yeah.
And of course, you can always take your mobile phone and stream in vertical. So currently you can stream to Instagram and Facebook and YouTube with your mobile phone in 9x16, which is the native portrait view, but
on the mobile streaming feature.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can't do it with something like vMix where you have multiple cameras and streaming. So we're going to show you some cool stuff, though, don't worry, about how we can use open broadcaster software to do that.
Which is free.
And yeah, that'll be fun.
So let's talk about the why. Why do we want to consider, doing recorded content in 9x16?
Yes. So there's some statistics here that I'll jump right into. The data is incredibly compelling. They're saying that, first of all, millennials are 2 times as likely to be focused on a video they watch on their mobile devices compared to TV. Okay, so that's where they are. 94% of the time, everyone in the world is holding their phones in portrait mode. 94% of the time. 50%, more than 50% of all video is being consumed on mobile devices. So not only is 50% of all video there, 94% of the time they're holding those televisions. They are really televisions in their hands vertically. Snapchat said that this is the biggest one, in my opinion, especially for the young kids using Snapchat. Vertical video ads are watched all the way through 9 times as much as horizontal video. Now that's on Snapchat. Now that's a platform that's built for horizontal, but it's coming. And Mark Zuckerberg is scared shitless of Snapchat. That's why I wanted to buy it for $3 billion. One of the largest tech buyouts of our century after YouTube.
I didn't know that this happened.
Google bought YouTube for like 1.7 billion, but that was like in 2002 or something, and it was like, what? Billions of dollars for a tech company? And Facebook wanted to buy Snapchat for $3 billion, and then they of course overhauled Instagram. And 7 billion video clips are viewed daily on Snapchat. The majority of them are vertical. So those are just some ideas there of why this is such a big deal. We are doing some initial testing from like a small business perspective. What are we seeing? How are we? And we're going to bring those results to you. Currently, we just released our first 9x16 video. You can find that on Facebook and YouTube. We're learning some of the kinks. Doesn't look like you can promote Google videos through Google AdWords that are 9x16, kind of weird, but Facebook loves them.
Yeah, Facebook loves them. It's a great way to, I think, connect with your audience by being, I don't know why people are liking it more. Is it that they feel more relatable to your content if it is in that mobile-friendly horizontal framing, or is it just because it is designed for mobile use that they are paying more attention to it? Either way, it's definitely something to consider incorporating in your video content, even if you're a live streamer, because we like to mix it up with recorded and live streamed content, and we're definitely going to be dipping our toes into the mobile version
Yes.
More so.
So we've talked a little bit about that. Now, there are a couple different types of Facebook videos that can be, other than 16 by 9, you can do 1 by 1, which is a square. And square,
We're going to do a square video tomorrow.
We're going to do a square video tomorrow. So we're going to bring back all these results. Initially, from what I'm seeing, is that vertical videos are doing about twice as good as normal 16 by 9 videos.
Very interesting stuff.
The live video moment of the week.
Time for the segments.
Although something odd has happened. My vMix has actually. Oh, there we go. Goodness gracious! It had like froze on me, which doesn't happen very often. All right, so
There we are.
Here we are. We're gonna do our live video moment of the week.
And now it's time for our live video moment of the week.
So what is this, Tess?
This is Mike Stelzner. He is the CEO of Social Media Examiner, and he actually has his own live show on his Facebook once a week. And this is something I thought you guys might want to take a look at, because last week we did talk about the not Vimeo acquiring live stream. Sorry, I almost said live stream acquiring Vimeo. So Michael has Luria on his show, actually. Since Luria has worked with live stream, she knows a lot about what's happening here with the blending of these two companies. I don't know what this just popped onto.
Oh, did it?
Is this an ad? I don't know.
No, I think they're just showing a video inside.
Because I fast forwarded to when he had Luria on.
Oh, did
But
you?
either way, I just wanted to share that, guys, with you in case you were looking for more information on the convergence of live stream and Vimeo. And that's Mike Stelzner of Social Media Examiner. And that was on Facebook as well.
And then, so that's that. Then we have the branding quote of the week. Tess picked out a really cool one.
Yeah, this relates to us a lot right now with the studio build and everything. This is by Waller Lando. And he says, products are made in the factory, but brands are created in the mind. Which kind of explains that there's a method to our madness a lot of times. But yeah, brands are definitely created in your mind and through, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Help me out.
I think it's the products themselves. Now, the best products, like an Apple iPhone or something, they combine both worlds.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, products are made in factories, and the brand is what builds the entire marketing strategy.
Builds your following.
Builds following.
Yeah. And the community around your product.
Yes, exactly.
That's kind of what we're going for with StreamGeeks.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we're doing here. And I think that that's a great one, Tess. So let's go to
James
our next.
says that Facebook is lagging.
Facebook is lagging a little bit. Well, this is the first time we've done two
Looking
1080p
okay
streams.
for me right now. I wasn't watching it a couple minutes ago, so I'm not sure here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm having a couple little things happening. One of my cameras dropped out. My Magewell frame PCIe card I'm not happy with. Can't wait to go all NDI. But still at 30 frames a second, still at 1080p.
Okay.
The streams are still looking good. This is the first time we've done two 1080p streams at the same time. So it's looking good. The next one is our random tech fact of the week.
And now it's time for our random tech fact of the week.
So, of course, we're going to do a tech fact about vertical video. And today, vertical video now accounts for 29% of all video view time. This is on mobile devices, compared to just 5% 5 years ago. So, huge uptick. And it's going to even out, in my opinion. There's a big gap and a delta between cameras not being 9x16 natively, except for smartphones, which are in everybody's pockets. But I think there's just takes time for technology to transition, and it's something that we're going to see happen faster than ever. This is actually exactly one of the things that I've kind of I have some talks about, which is if you think technology changed fast in the past 5 years, wait till you see the next 2 years. It moves faster and faster and faster. And now we're going to be seeing transitions to vertical video is going to happen in a year, as opposed to where it would have taken like 5 years or maybe even never happened in 2008 or something like that.
Now, I still believe wholeheartedly in our 1920 by 1080.
Yes, that was something I wanted to mention too. Is that like obviously we're not going to abandon 16 by 9. Obviously,
That's enough for streaming. Obviously.
Anyone who you can only stream in that resolution anyway. And anyone out there who's taking your content seriously is going to build off of 16 by 9. It's not going away by any means. But what I think is going to see happen is people are going to use 9 by 16 to grab segments of live streams, capture little videos, make little mobile ads, and
I like
use
them
that
for
content.
short, sweet, compelling mobile ads.
Yes, exactly.
Something that's just going to grab your attention really quick as you're passing by your newsfeed on Facebook.
We have done some really brief testing. We haven't done too much with it yet. But one thing I wanted to show, for example, is we have a PTZ camera. It's a ceiling cam, and it's right here. Now, if we were to zoom in to a space that doesn't show, a floor, we could do a product video with a regular PTZ camera in 16 by 9. Now, this is 16 by 9, but if we just take this video and rotate it 90 degrees, we have 9 by 16. And we actually just recorded a video earlier today.
You can see a bit of this if you watch our video that we're going to post right after the show.
Yeah, we've got a video we're going to post right after the show where we show exactly how this is all done. Plus, we've got a free guide.
We should have just shared it in the show and then posted it separate after.
Yeah, we could have.
Yeah.
But we'll post it right after the show. It's all about 9 by 16 video. And
you're going to get to see a real life example of us using the Z cams flipped sideways to create vertical videos.
And of course, this camera here, in fact, let me go ahead. I'm going to flip on my NDI camera if we can get it to work today. And I'm going to show how
I'm
this
loving
camera,
this new title, by the way.
with StreamGeeks.
I like being in the cell phone.
So you're in the Tess is in the cell phone. It's just a fun little thing to do today. And
apparently the Vimeo package is really expensive with live stream.
yes, that's what everyone's saying.
Interesting.
So let me show this real quick.
Daniel said, couldn't you use the 1080 by 1920 frame in a vMix multi-shot and possibly use the rest of the space to show graphics, etc.?
That's what we're doing right now. Because if you think about it, Tess is that video with Tess right there. That is a vertical video. So that's what I wanted to show.
Some people
You can
use the
see it.
sides to put
In fact, Tess, I'll just
hashtags and whatnot as well.
Unplug, so you're going to have
Yeah.
to narrate.
Okay. So Paul's taking you right over to where we have the PTZ Optic Z Cam flipped sideways. Is this?
Maybe it looks better this one. So that's
There you go.
the camera that's sideways.
Yep. And that's what's showing me right now. That's why you're seeing his hand go in front of it. We simply just turned it on its side to allow it to give us the vertical frame.
So does that make sense? how
Yep.
we're doing that?
Yep.
So it's completely
That makes sense.
100% sideways.
Completely 100% sideways. I'm relaying what Paul's saying to you guys. He's showing you the rest of our setup
Earlier
now.
today,
Earlier today, we flipped this one like this.
it also made it sideways.
Oh, is it looking at? Oh, it's the NDI cam. And made this one sideways as well. This one's nice because it's mounted on like a ball roller, so we can just whoop, flip it on its side, and bada boom, bada bing, it's still hooked up, ready to go.
Yep, it's got that little ball mount there.
So if you
Makes it so
have
easy.
cameras mounted in this way, it will be easy to do that. Now with the PTZ Optics pan-tilt zoom cameras, how does that change
So
things?
one more thing. So this is
Your
the
audio
camera.
is
I can
not plugged
plug it
in.
now.
Let's plug in your audio really quick. Sorry, you're getting shaky camera.
We are gonna be getting wireless microphones soon. But so this camera is the shot to here, and as long as so right now that it would make sense to show it this way, but if we had the video rotated, we would show it this way. So it's all about rotating video and using what you have to create, something fun and exciting.
See,
Now Tess has.
they're seeing this camera sideways.
Tess, why don't you go ahead and rotate that back?
Take you back into
And so,
1080p.
yeah, this is total classic StreamGeeks here. We've got Tess stuck in her little I want to get in the smartphone. Classic StreamGeeks here. We've got multiple cameras going everywhere.
Doing stuff live.
Completely
testing.
live.
We're
but,
a bit of a
and look,
crazy
some of our
show
viewers
here.
are dizzy, so we got to stop. I'm sorry. But
Somebody
that was,
said that?
Yeah, somebody's dizzy.
No. Sorry, church streamers.
Sorry, church streamers. We're dizzy. We're going to stop now. And
Crazy.
what we're going to do next is our last thing is, what is our last thing, Tess? What time is it? It's been 20
We're about
minutes.
to do the giveaway.
Oh, we've got the giveaway.
We
and
have a helpful tool of the week,
Oh,
the
yes.
super tool.
Ready? It's time for the super tool. This is a classic one.
And now it's time for the super tool of the week.
Okay. All right. So here's one, and this is a classic. Where's my? Sorry, I gotta open up my desktop capture. This is one of my favorite streaming softwares. It really is. After a million rings. So Tess, go ahead and now you can rotate it sideways.
Okay. We're going to make you
There
busy
we
again.
go. And I think I'm glad because we're doing this live. So this is Open Broadcaster Software, OBS. This is a completely free live streaming software for Windows, for Mac, for Linux, and I hope Android. Because here's a little we're allowed to geek out, right?
Yeah.
So here's a geeky thing I was thinking about. So you can only live stream in 9:16 via like a smartphone, like iPhone, Android. What about,
Which I like doing.
what if we had like OBS software for Android? Just a thought.
vMix
And then a
app.
virtual webcam or something. I don't know. It's just an idea. I'm just geeking out here. I asked Davis about it, and maybe who knows, maybe Andrew. Think about this for all you geeks out there. NDI. So we can turn our phone, right, and turn it into an NDI camera.
Right.
But what we can't do is we can't take all of this stuff coming from vMix, bring it into our phone, and then just broadcast to Facebook or YouTube from here with the NDI as the camera source. So I think
I'm
all
trying
they
to
have to
keep
do
up
is,
here.
is flip it so that the NDI video is coming into the phone and broadcasting high quality 9:16 video. Could you imagine? But we're a long way from that, but that is going to be the future.
Yeah.
So this is OBS. It's super cool.
Fortune teller.
Here's a couple different pieces of video here. Again, if this is exactly what I was showing. Like if it was presented this way, now we've got this beautiful
The
ceiling
prize for
cam,
today.
and that's the prize, and that's the camera. So that's what we've been playing around with. That's how we produce. Now here's last thing I got to show, which is the settings. In the settings here, you can see. I think it's in right here, video. Look what it's set to, 1080 by 1920. So we just got to think about the resolutions and the aspect ratios when we do this kind of stuff. 1080 by 1920. Whew. So that is some of the geeky streaming stuff that we do.
Alrighty.
It's basically time for the giveaway, right?
Time for the giveaway.
So we are going to do that.
By the way, the video we're posting right after this was produced and recorded with OBS.
Yes. And here it is. I'm going to play the giveaway clip. It is sponsored by PTZ Optics, our parent company.
And now it's time to announce this week's live technology giveaway winner. As noted in the contestant rules, all winners must be present in the chat room to claim the prize, or a new winner will be drawn. Drum roll, please.
So we got like 50 seconds left here.
45 seconds. We can end it a little early, right? Oh, you want to rotate that back?
Whoopsies.
39 seconds, 1,400 entries, not bad at all. I'll just mention right here, voting for us for the 2017 Streaming Awards. We would love for you to do that. You could actually win a Kodak 360 camera just for voting, and we're up for Best PTZ Camera. So we would love it if you would vote for us.
Streamingmedia.com.
Streamingmedia.com/something. The link is there. In fact, here, I guess I could. Here's the link. All right, it's time to draw a winner for the show.
Remember, you have to be present in the chat to claim your prize. Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Familiar name.
Congratulations, Mike. I hope you're here. Have you seen him in the chat at all today?
Not today.
Ooh, that's not a good...
Doesn't mean he's not here.
Doesn't mean he's not here. So what we're going to do, just to keep the ball rolling as we answer questions at this point, so we're basically jumping into Q&A, but I'm going to run a 30-second timer, or a 60-second timer, just to keep us on track.
We like to give a little bit of time for you to claim your prize in the chat.
We'll put it up here.
I guess I have to watch Instagram too now.
You could on Instagram, Mike. You could be on Facebook. You could be on YouTube. That's all we're streaming to today.
Okay.
As if we needed more places to stream to. Oh, I didn't get to show this little thing yet either. So I wanted to show how YouTube is handling 9:16 video. So this is what it looks like, and I actually got as soon as I posted this on the PTZ Optics channel.
Yeah.
You know what someone said?
What?
Oh, the black bars look horrible. Like, why waste all that space? Well, it's true. But look what happens. And even when you go this way, see, look, it's showing. Sorry, Tess, you're not allowed to look. It still looks kind of crappy, right? All the black bars. But look what happens when you go full screen on a pad. It uses the real space. So on mobile devices, on iPads, on anything that can support 9:16, which is all smartphones, it will scale to that resolution. So
that's why it's important.
It works. It still feels like a little clunky, like the platform isn't, because what should have happened, I'll show you what should happen. And YouTube designers, if you're there, listen closely.
I'm sure they're here.
Because I'm going to break it down for you. Basically, what should happen is this area should go away. This side should be longer, and this side should slide out so that it's using that's what Facebook does. Facebook is way ahead of YouTube on a lot of reasons. I think that the developer team at YouTube is smaller than you think. The Facebook team is much bigger, and they're innovating faster. Now, YouTube has supported streaming for a long time, and they do 4K, and they even have a 360 option. So they're doing a lot of techie great stuff, but they're missing out on some really basics that Facebook is just cleaning up.
Yeah. All right, time
Mike.
to redraw.
We're going to re-pick a winner. I really think Facebook is cleaning up.
Mimo Live on the Mac can also produce Portrait Live video.
Ooh, thank you, Oliver. So that's actually the first one, but can you stream anywhere, Oliver? Is there anywhere you can stream?
William says that
Stuart! John at Stuart Video.
Videos.
Is a John here?
John C.
John C?
John C? Are you here?
Looks like Stuart's got a new employee named John C. Cool.
Good morning, Stuart.
And thank you for voting for us. We'll give it 60 seconds, and we'll go to our next thing. So yeah, just a little rant about Facebook and YouTube.
I want to see when we go to post on Facebook tomorrow how our square looks and how our 9:16 posts look.
Yes. So the 9:16 one's
on my
up there.
cell phone and then on my desktop to compare them and see if I like them.
I've actually got, here we go. Let's go over here real quick. I just want to show this while Tessa's waiting for our next viewer. Let's go to Facebook real quick and I'll just show you an example. It really does look cool. So Facebook, and there's actually there's actually an explanation in this space here. Desktop feeds for vertical video will continue to be letterboxed one by one, but the desktop player for vertical video will be 19:16 with no black bar lettering. That's what people don't like. They don't like the black bars. So Facebook just got rid of them. They just said, okay, we won't have them. And so you'll see here. So you see a little bit of
a blurred out.
So watch.
I like that much better.
So that.
People use the sides.
They've got that. So you've got the sides there and there.
It's better than the black.
But
what is it? Is it supposed to be the background of your video?
Oh, look at that. It kind of stays there.
If you pop it out, it's.
And then I saw it in the. Yeah, so that's kind of in the it's in the news feed is where you really want to see it. I don't know how to get that in the news feed.
You'd have to get lucky.
I'd have to go in here and maybe hope that it would somehow be in my news feed, but It's not so. But actually, look, boom. There's an example.
Yeah, that guy's presenting at VidSummit.
Yeah. It's more about mobile than it is. All right, so new winner. John didn't come yet. All right. And we're answering questions too, Tess, if you get anything. We prefer YouTube over Facebook personally. Yes, I do. I felt that way for a long time, actually. Christopher Higuera and William.
Yeah.
William, I think that for what you're doing too, professional, video streaming for sports, and I think you're going to get your 1080p streaming there. But, you got to think about it, though. A lot of these kids, these high school, maybe even college level sports teams that you're working with, they might have a better chance of reaching all of their friends and family on Facebook than YouTube. So it's a trade-off. You might want to just do both. Now I don't know what your upload speeds are, that was the big thing for us. But I remember the day when I just did all YouTube for years, and then was like, why do Facebook? We're just splitting our communities. But then I realized there's just such a different reach, and it was an epiphany. And now here we are talking about vertical video on YouTube.
Oh, we never did the
Or
Facebook
Facebook.
Live reaction question.
Let's do it, Tess. Here it is. Boosh! We wanted to ask everyone on Facebook, what do you like better, vertical video, 9:16, or widescreen video, 16:9? And if you don't mind, we're asking on Facebook specifically, right?
Mm-hmm. Because we can't do emoji Facebook reaction questions on YouTube, sadly. Go Facebook. Another point for them.
Another point.
Yeah, so give us a heart if you prefer vertical video. Give us the haha face if you prefer standard 16:9 video.
Joe Cha from Las Vegas, Nevada, Neverland, Spring Valley. Give him another 60 seconds. And if you guys remember, there's this thing on YouTube where you can click the cog, you can right-click it and hit Stats for Nerds. And I'm seeing here that we only have a latency of 18 seconds, so 60 seconds should be good.
Apparently my StreamGeeks email's not working.
Test at StreamGeeks?
No, it's test.
Or test.
Actually,
Is it test.
the one I
Protesto?
just sent was test.protesto at Haverford.
No, it's from test at StreamGeeks.
Oh, test at StreamGeeks.
So you might want to have to do test.protesto. I think it might be.
Okay.
So
Thank
Joe
you,
Cha.
by the way.
Looking for Joe Cha. Thank you for that, guys, because someone probably tried to reply to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Oliver. Pro video producers hate portrait, but the viewers love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver's coming on the show, by the way. He's from Germany, and he's got a really great. He is the producer behind Mimo Live.
Nice.
And looks like people are Oliver. It looks like still though. I guess our audience is different. Our audience are the producers a lot of times.
Our audience.
They're not always the viewers.
Creating the videos. Drake says easier to cover and stream a football game in widescreen during a pass and play than in vertical. True.
Definitely.
Get a much wider field of view.
You can't stream sports on it. That's a great point. Yeah. You can't stream sports on
It's all about what you're watching on. SSGP.
Andy
CS.
G, audiovisual integrator from New York.
Andy G. We're getting some different names here this time.
That's good to hear.
Thanks, Amir. Thanks for saying hi.
It's all about what you're watching on. I think you're right about what you're watching on. Like, for example, if I was going through my news feed and I saw football, if I saw a football game in full portrait, I would look at it. And then if I really wanted to watch more, I would hope to see a link to go to a widescreen when I wanted to really, watch it.
Yeah.
It's more like a passing by thing.
William says we can crank up YouTube at 1080p at 6 megabits per second. And for sports, it makes it look amazing.
Yes. Oh gosh. I've never even done 6 megabits per second because I've never needed to with sports. But now, if you're doing 6 megabits per second, are you also doing 60 frames per second with that? And cause doesn't 60 frames per second, that would double the bandwidth from what I understand? I know it doubles the storage.
Matt suggests, isn't the platform best determined by your audience first and dependent on your content second, not just a personal preference? For sure.
The platform best determined by your audience.
That's why the statistics are making us question our tactics.
Yes.
If they're saying most of our viewers are watching mobile up and down, then we consider, creating some content that adheres to that type of viewer.
And today more than ever, we're pulling one more winner here. today more than ever, you have to keep an open mind because of how quickly things are changing.
Cat Red.
Cat Red. It just, like I didn't have an open mind about Facebook Live. I really didn't. And a lot of my contemporaries and peers in the industry were saying, just do it, just stream to both. I thought it might be illegal to stream to both at one point. Apparently it's not, as long as you use the custom RTMP. But the amount of growth that you see by streaming to Facebook and YouTube, and maybe we're also throwing Instagram in there, it's just you just got to change with the world. And quality is king, though. I think that everyone agrees with that.
To Matt's point, though, creators like us specifically
test everything.
Well, yes, we are just testing everything, but since a lot of our viewers are on the producer side, they might be watching more on horizontal.
Yes, that's true.
Like they might be the ones like us that would go ahead and go full screen, turn it over,
and then once
sideways.
You get them sideways, I would imagine they would watch longer.
Right.
In Snapchat, these are really short 10-second videos.
It has to be dependent on your audience, which is a great point. But for ads, I don't know. I think it could be good for ads.
Oh, yeah. It's totally good for
Though
ads.
with most of our audience that we know.
Ken Taylor.
I don't know. It's confusing.
Ken Taylor, if you're out there.
I think I'm torn now.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, one of the things I can't stress enough is that your 16:9 is your core foundation. Yeah. These 9:16 shots that you're going to record and upload are just for those little clips, those short, whatever you think might go viral. Like you might want to record the whole speech of Donald Trump, and then when he says something crazy, you just cut that 10 seconds out, upload it in 9:16, and hope it goes viral. Hashtag whatever.
Okay, so let's see what we have here. A lot of good comments coming in. Danny says Facebook is more powerful in this moment because there are active users looking at the timeline. There are also groups and pages. YouTube's
the groups
community,
are great.
Yeah, is more static.
Yes, YouTube does have a community, but static is one word for it. They're also just like they're coming from all these different angles. They're not in little groups, and they're subscribers, and they comment, but they're not really in a group the way Facebook is. And again, Facebook really, really with the groups especially,
right?
Really killing it. Really.
I think we can.
It's almost as if Daryl Eves said, YouTube doesn't understand social media.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's almost as if they don't understand.
Did you say
how it
Daryl
works.
Said that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Daryl Eves, who's going to be the
Have there been any
keynote
complaints
speaker.
about widescreen video streams on mobile? No, I've never had complaints.
That's a good
about
point.
that.
I've never really heard any complaints. Now, are people necessarily going to complain about something that they don't know any different?
Right.
Yev Pukatelli from the Ukraine. Now, if it's outside the U.S., you do need to pay shipping. Getting some good reactions on Facebook. Looks like there's still about 4 of you out there that haven't given us a heart or a ha-ha, but, that's fine.
We'll forgive you.
We'll forgive you. Tess is looking for Yev
Trying to spell
Pukatelli.
this.
But it is. I'm glad. I think a lot of conversation is coming out of this new thing, and I think that Tess, I think you look great in this little phone here. So I'm just going to review it.
Okay, wait. Did we draw Ken Taylor? Did you?
Yes, we did. Actually, Ken, you can actually go ahead and win if this guy doesn't come. All right, Ken wins.
Woohoo!
Ken's here. Good job, Ken.
I missed completely. By the way,
did you miss him?
out on that
Did you miss him on Facebook?
I must. No. Yes, I must have, but I didn't ever hear you draw him. So I'm like, what does this guy mean?
I think I did. Let me see.
You must have. I didn't type it in the comments.
Yeah, we won Ken Taylor. All right, Ken, congratulations. You have won. Ken Taylor came up, right, Mike? I'm pretty sure he did. Ken Taylor from Ellie. I'm not sure if he did. I can't remember. Does anyone else remember?
What's happening? Can somebody in the chat verify this, because we're slacking? I had typed in Cat Red, Andy G, John C, Christopher Higuera, Mike Trout.
Yeah, Ken, I don't think you've won yet. We need to It's on Yev now. I can't.
Everybody's saying. I'm so confused. Stuart says, congrats, Ken. Ken Benedict said you had a winner.
Woohoo. Ken is saying he won. I don't remember. Oh my God, this is bad.
All right, let's go to YouTube, see if they're helping us out here.
See if they can help us. Did Ken Taylor get called? I can't remember.
Did Ken Taylor get called?
Oh, this is... Oh my God.
I have to wait for all the
chats to load. I like how the chats actually at least load somewhat like readable, because they used to just go and you just get a million chats. Yes, so William does stream in 60 frames per second. It doubles the CPU, not the bandwidth. That's good to know.
Mike Trout just showed up in the Facebook.
He did?
Yeah.
So Mike Trout did get called as a winner. He wasn't here. Yes, you did draw him. Okay.
All right. The crowd has spoken.
All right, then.
Michael says, hi, Paul and Tess. Have you done a
Where's
presentation?
vMix Replay when you need it? That's a good call. It's like normally you need vMix Replay for like live sports, not like 1 minute long.
We'll watch on the recording and see exactly where he said it.
All right.
Have you done? I don't know what we're thinking. I don't know if we really called him. I'm like losing.
Yeah, I know. All right,
Have
so
you
look,
done a presentation on what
either
Facebook
Ken
views
Taylor or
actually-
Mike Trout won, basically, because they were both called. They both are here.
But
they
if Ken won and claimed first, then
then he would win.
gets it.
Okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna find that out.
Okay.
Sorry.
Have you done a presentation on what Facebook views actually mean and how not correct and misleading it is?
Yes, that's a good point. We need to answer these questions. We can't
Facebook
avoid questions like
counts
that.
a 3-second view as
a view, which could easily be a scrolling pass by.
Which could easily be a scrolling pass by. You don't know the quality of the
what
views.
are my thoughts on that? I think that YouTube is a better deal, because YouTube, you are going to get 30 seconds or something counts as a view. So it's a much longer amount of time. Also, Facebook, it's rare that you get a fully completed watch on your video. YouTube, people are there to watch videos, but you just can't ignore Facebook's power and the ability to go ahead and target specific people in specific groups and regions. YouTube is a lot, if you want to give Google credit for protecting a little bit of your privacy, Facebook doesn't give a rat's. They literally are like, here's every bit of information that we know about every single user. Here, marketers use it. So it's a great tool for marketing. You can get like mothers in Omaha who recently had babies, but on YouTube, it would be like, you could get mothers, you could get women in certain age brackets in a demographic, but you can't narrow, like, YouTube doesn't know if that girl had a baby,
right,
but Facebook does.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And if that could be
kind of creepy.
That could be the difference between, really highly targeted marketing and not. So for marketers, yes, Facebook is really, really good. If you're just trying to get people to watch a lot of videos, personally for us, I think YouTube does a better job.
We get more views on YouTube.
I spend more money on YouTube for sure than Facebook, but obviously it's spread. It's a diversified portfolio. So yes, that 3 second rule is a little annoying. I think that because they're charging usually like 1 cent for every 3 seconds. But then again, Facebook has the attention. They have the news feed. Just showing up and for 3 seconds showing somebody a video, at least you got that peace of mind.
Yeah.
They just saw you again. Maybe, and Facebook also, if you're not using the Facebook Pixel, you're wasting your money. The Facebook Pixel allows you to collect all the people that have visited your website. Now they visited your website. Maybe they didn't buy. Oh, there's that person who was on your website. Now they see you again, and maybe I should go buy that thing.
Yep.
So
Mike says, Thanks, Paul. That's exactly the answer for Facebook views. I fight it with customers when Facebook is 10-1 YouTube, and I can prove it is wrong.
It's true. And that's what we're here for. We are StreamGeeks, but it all ties together with marketing, with video production, with all kinds of different things, and that's what we're talking about. So this, in fact, 9:16 vertical video is not a live streaming resolution yet. I hope that it is. vMix doesn't support it. As far as I know, Livestream does support 1:1, which is the square, but yet there's no way to live stream it. Maybe it's just for video recording. So yeah, it's just an interesting crazy world we live in.
Yeah, it sure is.
So I think that about wraps it up, Tess.
Yes,
Let's
it
go ahead and roll the
does.
credits.
Thank you guys so much. Ken will get in touch with you about the frame grabber.
Congratulations. I hope you use it well.
And have a great rest of your day. We know that it's
We're like allowed
robotic
to be
right now.
geeky.
I
Like we're supposed to be. If we're not geeky, there's something wrong.
I know. Our true selves can really show on the show.
Facebook works like a network marketing. We're able to share.
Great conversation today.
Yeah, really good conversation. For sure. And then I can analyze the there. And 1080p worked on both, so we can go ahead and standardize on that, which is good.
We only got one little hiccup complaint. No.
With the Ken Taylor thing. Or maybe my
No, whoever said
there was a
that it
teeny bit of
yeah, there
buffering?
was a little buffering. Yeah, we're still live.
Just running the last bit. So now we just go ahead and click